ball game is on. Stream is on. We're going with a big old ball game right now. Some crazy uniforms for the Bills this week here. They've confirmed we wearing their alternates. Big Chris Jones, 94 overall, power rusher.
Hello everybody, it's the coach. This is a special edition of the AFC Championship game on EA Sports.
Big old coach.
Coming up, we've got a good one between the Buffalo Bills and the Indianapolis Colts. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, so normally thoughts turn to basketball this time of year in the Hoosier State, but not so this year. The NFL playoffs have come to Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis.
Marquise Lake
It's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl, and it'll be a great one between the Buffalo Bills and the Indianapolis Colts. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Keep it out. It's going to be a doozy. Tight innings. Minnesota Vikings and the Giants in the NFC. Really watch the big old Super Bowl.
The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. This fielded a few yards into the end zone, and no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by the 7th overall pick in 2018 from Wyoming. It's Josh Allen.
7th overall pick out of Wyoming.
Right. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell.
Oh, Jerry ball coming up to make a
down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd and 11 now. Allen. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete.
My God.
The 30, 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Paris Campbell, 76 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Exactly who that is.
On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot in a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone.
Playing on a little adversity.
This will be fielded at the 8.
Yeah, they come out and score in 30 seconds.
Down at the 22-yard line. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on, we know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what the offensive coordinator said right off the top, he's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied.
Oh, you're getting it dialed up.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. And the big meat on the D-line, we'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down.
Go, go, go.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. Would be ideal.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Now let's take a look here at the Bills offense.
And what a tough environment to roll into. On the road, playing one of the better teams in the league, obviously, because this is the playoffs. So what do teams talk about? Bringing their own momentum, bringing their own energy on the road, because you know you won't get any from the home crowd.
On 2nd down, it's Bell.
Ooh, look at Le'Veon Bell trying to go after the rookie line.
Still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Look there at the defensive starters for the Colts. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And a playoff game. He had 3 picks last game.
And what was fun to me was hearing him say, I like what we did.
From a nobody
more pressure on the quarterback this week. What he wouldn't tell us, though, was how he was going to create it. Is it going to be just the front 4? Is it going to be 3? Is he going to bring linebacker, secondary? This will be fun to check out.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. Almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Play rocking.
So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing down. That's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down?
You know, Jim B always have to have those hard nose.
This is fielded at the 7.
In the zone scheme thing.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14
he's going
on
to
the
sit
return.
in the spot and come up with a laser or something.
Here, 1st and 10. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I imagine sometimes you get...
Dude, Burns was putting on... He every time he touches the ball, I feel like he puts on a show.
What I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, If you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, Burns.
He goes into an animation all the time.
Yardage to the 35. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Recon, 152 fighter.
Right back to him on 1st down.
Yeah, you gotta run that motherfucker over there,
up to
Benji.
the 41-yard line.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. On 2nd down now, Metcalf. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
No, what are you doing?
And that is incomplete.
He couldn't hold on to the
contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 40. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory, right at the 40. Now a handoff here to his running back.
Look at that guy
with
the
to the
truck.
35. Good for a gain of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, it's Burns. Right through it.
Bam, biff.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Traded for him.
They'll run on 1st down. Metcalf. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. From 3 yards out as his guys are on the board in this 1st quarter.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understand who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go out and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Yeah, good shit, dude. That's what you want.
Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that?
40 minutes, 60 minutes of hell.
You look at what you called before.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation of the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
He swerved off of Brewer. That was tight. Look at
Extra
him.
point attempt here still to come.
Maybe that looks like the tightest
And
player
he's got
ever.
it. It's now a 14-7
He's
ball
like
game.
a
A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready.
Did you ever watch that
back onto
special?
the field. And fresh off the
Oh, it
pick
was great,
six.
huh?
They've got to forget about that.
That's
quickly.
awesome.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive
I
backs.
know
He
you
get beat
wanted
for
to
a
know
long
something
touchdown.
about it.
Short-term
You were
memory,
talking about
right back out there doing the things that he
Jericho,
does best.
leave it up to
And knowing that taking
Jericho.
care of the ball is paramount.
Dirty
Here's
dog.
his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges
Well,
out
around
of me
there,
for some
make on
reason.
and down. What's that guy's name?
First
Willie
down, but
Williams?
this one winds up to be incomplete.
That might be Willie Williams.
Here
Wasn't that
now
Willie
is second and
Williams?
10 again from the
Willie
41.
Williamson.
Bell. And he
Oh,
is
you better
swallowed up
believe it.
right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game.
ball
He's definitely one of the better
for
linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Throwing is Allen on third. That's complete. It's Bell.
Well, I knew he was going to
Only
make
get
a
this to
move
the
on it.
47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter, been nice and effective.
Killian just texted me, said this isn't even on all Madden. Killian just texted me and said this isn't even on all Madden. Really, guy? Come on, bro. That's all we play on, yeah?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run
He said,
develop.
okay, you win.
That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Here's a play
Philly
fake
said,
as
what
they
up?
set up to throw. Rolling to his right.
Look at that, bro.
He's got a man wide open, complete.
Look at Terran Barr.
Deep into Buffalo
The
territory.
star trait.
A big
Killian
play
star
there for
trait.
Indy.
Fourth-year
66
player.
yards.
Look at that
Excellent
throw by
execution, and
the
now
second-year
they're
quarterback,
set up
Reed
Are they
Bannon.
ever? Red zone?
Last year's Rookie of the
I wonder what the
Year,
next
first
play
pick
call's going to
overall
be, because after a
a
big play
year
like
ago.
that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Reed Bannon's a stud. Yeah, you see that throw on the run. Philly said, what up, Kills? You just can't hear him, I don't think. No, he's not
on
in.
the
No,
other
he's
side
not in
of
the
the
party.
field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a give right side. Metcalf.
He said Sixers and 7.
2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
90 Wolf.
2nd and 2. Now he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown.
He said LMAO, Lakers in 2.
3 yards out. And the Colts
This is short
to their advantage.
He said, what up, Philly? I'm watching this whole game for sure.
His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Hey, this is the AFC title game, kill.
And it's now 21-7. Just a
Coming up short like a Buffalo Bill.
And the result for the
Who did
Colts
the night
is a
cross?
touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And Le'Veon Bell making his way back out onto the field now. He's just been looking for some space. Yeah, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense.
Wow.
They came in with a plan themselves.
Fuck was that all about? I bumped that dude off his route and it probably confused the hell out of me because he was right next to the other guy.
But always let the defense believe
on
that
a
he's still a
blitz,
threat.
Say, don't forget about it.
No, don't
Bringing
take him totally out
Marriott.
of the game.
Staying a night at the old Marriott.
Anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as
It is somebody. Yeah.
Nowhere to escape, and
Vaughn.
he goes down.
Oh, Finley. It was Finley. They traded for him too, folks. He's a superstar. He's young still.
I think they're just going to pin their ears back
Still
now.
on his rookie contract. 74
It's been
around.
such an impressive first half to get that lead. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack.
Yeah, he is.
It's second
He
and
knows the
21.
commentary.
They get 2 yards back.
And
but
there's
they're gonna need a lot
Deshaun
more
Vaughn.
than
He's a
that
big
here on
old
third
run
down.
stopper out of the
Partner,
SEC.
especially in the second half. When
They're
you've
all
got
out of
running
the
back of this
SEC.
size,
These big
these
old
dimensions,
Mama Luke.
I can just tell you,
Yes, big old
attrition does
boy.
set in for a defense.
said, what up,
Because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs.
Oh wow! I really didn't think he was gonna throw that. I thought it was covered for sure. I thought he was gonna hit the underneath. Unbelievable. What a play
Problems
by
on third down so
Morency.
far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but
Morency,
they're now 0 for
that
3.
dude 21 there, Till. He's
somewhere around 40%
looking like the
on
defensive
third
rookie of
down
the
for
year,
offenses.
first
So what's
round
the answer to
safety.
this? Either convert them
Stud.
or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
The Bills send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. And he's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will be taken at the 13.
Oh my God! He's having a
49
huge
yards on the
fucking
punt. They do get
linebacker
7
free.
back on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Killian, the Super Bowl will be on.
as
We
look at
send the
back
Super Bowl
heading
to watch
onto
it.
the field
It's
again.
fucking sick.
We're in the second quarter.
That'll be
They've
on
got the
tomorrow
lead.
morning
The
about
lead, though,
9 o'clock.
not so much because of the ground
7
game,
o'clock.
because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a give, right side. Metcalf. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw.
Did he catch that?
Incomplete. Physical play.
He
on
went
the
after the
football there at second
superstar
down.
monster.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the
Oh,
time
he's in the
make a
zone.
play on the
Awesome.
football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Oh, it's Adam
Here's a throw
Delone.
right side, taken in by his tight
Getting
end.
freed on the
He'll
seam
have it
route.
cross midfield almost to the
Bannon, great
40
throw to the
before
outside
being taken
shoulder.
down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure.
Heavy
Remember when
duress
Carolina
there.
did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Hey, dude.
Oh, but she's not.
Now on 2nd and 10. That's into the hands of Edwards. 19 yards the pickup there.
That was the run after catch, but I came back to it
big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there, picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. They'll try the left side. Metcalf.
You cannot run outside anymore at all, bro. I don't get it.
Up a 2nd and 9.
They hemmed up on everything outside.
Inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And this is caught at the 8. Second catch in this AFC title game, and he's got a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now he'll pull it down.
I tried to slide there. I got drilled. I went into the slide and still got hit.
Game, second quarter action. 2 minutes to play. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down.
Try to get it out to him as quick as possible and hit a
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
That play was well covered, just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, not able to find any yardage on that one.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now back to throw. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow
Hey, Killian, we're so far in year 8 that
through guys in order to make these catches and being able to try and shut him down.
The Giants, I lost track of that. The Giants are getting a new stadium already.
Well, they better figure something out and soon.
9 years later.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Arizona got a new line. Titans, Chargers.
This will be taken in at the 1. And it'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession. And how does he rally the troops, so to speak? He's played well, but they're down big on the scoreboard. How does he get his guys going?
To make sure they understand it's not a me game, it's a team game. Everyone has to come together.
How the hell is Le'Veon still in the league? I don't know, dude. He's their backup. He's 34.
Make some plays in order to give them a little bit of a spark.
Get him, Bowman.
We'll see if they can indeed rally down big on the scoreboard right now. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together.
Oh, he went to him. I thought he was going to hit that.
On the way to play good defense.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. A screen to Bell.
What the fuck was that?
Now the Bills will use the
second of their
timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
My D-line is
2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Stick with it.
Again, they'll throw with Allen.
Look at that little route.
Catch made
What
here
was
by
that all
Campbell.
about?
And he goes
Paris Campbell, dude, he was on my team. I built him up and then had to get rid of him. And he went to the Broncos, and then he went to the Bills. The Broncos had Andrew Luck.
From midfield, here's Allen.
Gary.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. Here's another failure right there on third down.
The Bills send the punter out. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. Yeah. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success at least so far here in the second quarter.
Maybe.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
The play action.
Do you know Ray Price?
To throw. They'll roll him out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Looked like some hands both
pass
ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Right there.
Right, they said, I'm sure his dumbass voted for Trump. Talk about Ray.
Back to you.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
I like it.
Chopper! Check. Walk 54. Bandit! Hey, Delta! Mike. Go!
They'll throw now on the final play. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go deep right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Deontay Thompson. So we come upon halftime in the... Yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. And they have made this look easy. There's not supposed to be anything easy about the NFL playoffs, but this lead, yes, they're at home, but this has been impressive.
And we hear all the time when...
And the ball is knocked out. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Metcalf. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
third quarter and you've got the lead, you're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll keep it on the ground. Metcalf. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Well, they've been part of the cream of the crop in the AFC all season. It's becoming more and more evident that they're going to get a shot to play for that Super Bowl title.
The momentum has been building, and you mentioned how well they've played throughout the season. It's all come together for them, and they are really laser-focused on being that team to represent in the Super Bowl.
They have been dominant in this one. No going for two. They'll kick the point after. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They run a draw here on 2nd down. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
They'll run it now out of the gun. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Colts pick it up. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this was just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the road
true.
to be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Blue draw Corkers. Snap.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked by Deontay Thompson. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and say, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, he tried to bounce it outside, but that's obviously not his game. He's too much of a straight line runner.
Yeah, him in the outer third of the field. Not a recipe for success. That time a loss. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to work. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Here's Allen, and finding the tight end Hooper. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
19 yards there on the catch and run. Allen now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's first and 10.
Get out the field, defense.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20.
We got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Allen throwing again. He's got Hooper on the short connection.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Throwing now is Allen. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Looking to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter these. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over.
After reviewing the play,
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Squeeze, squeeze, double, double.
Go.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. 29 yards. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes Josh Allen and the Bills offense back onto the field. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if he can drive the bus here again on this drive. Allen now on 1st down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen looking for his running back, and he's got him. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The Bills on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now Allen again. And it's complete. Hooper. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. 5th catch of the game for him there. Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right, safety valve, throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver. Allen going to come to the line here, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now Allen, they'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you? Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking? Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided. I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2. You like being out there at the end of these wide margins. When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it. Now the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, you know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's second down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Allen going to throw. Campbell making the catch. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Now they go screen. It's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And again, it's Allen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. The Bills on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Allen going to come to the line here, 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Allen to throw once more. It's complete to Williams. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Allen's throw is complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Come on, fellas.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. A loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Now Allen. That is caught at the 7. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A well-executed 22-yard gain. And he's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all. But the teammates, the other guys, they've been shut down. That's why the defensive guys have to feel pretty good, even though he's over 100 yards.
Yeah, he topped 100 with that last catch. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Here's Allen to throw it. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
Cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, too. And the pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot, but you do like the fact that they're battling down the stretch, still trying to put something on the board, even though this game is over.
By the way, how rude is that to the pig? Look at all the things they give us. Pulled pork, bacon.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, In the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now out come the Bills. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Throwing on second down. Allen. This is caught by Williams. Williams loses the football, and the Colts pick it up.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. That one looks like he'll throw here. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Ed Oliver able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. And he's going to go down again. Chris Jones, he's the one that drops him this go-around. And that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. And the Bills are going to recover. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
This was the goal before they started the season, to play in a Super Bowl, and that's exactly what they're going to do.
And this is why songs are written about teams. Okay, you go back, some teams wrote them earlier in the season about their goal of getting to the Super Bowl. This one, they're going to be able to break it out now because their goal was to get there, and they achieved it. How about that? That's pretty fantastic.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.